That's ugly.
You didn't need to do that. They're seeing that.
Whatever.
All right, there you go.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Yes, I'm wearing red today. My wife and I are taking our grandbabies to a Valentine's Day dance, so my wife said I had to wear red, and I'm wearing red. I got a lot of red. It's a whole lot of red. And number two, notice that there's no mic in the area. Joey is working on my mic so that we don't have to keep worrying about the mic. I'm wearing a lavalier. It gives me more freedom to wave my hands around as much as I want. By the way, if you can hear me, by all means, please let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. We're seeing red. Well, you know, actually in the color guard today, we're going to be seeing yellow, as you can see. We got yellow across the top. We still have more yellow than we have red. I'm still in observation mode. I am tracking the VectorVest portfolio for the Jockey Club. And it looks like, you can't see this, so I can bring this over real quick. We are down, look at that, we're making up some ground. You can't see it. We're making up some, we're making up some ground. Let me put that back over there, Joey. Oops, wrong place. We were, down 1%. We're only down 9/10, and I got rid of it for those people who are in the Jockey Club. I'm not ready for this, Joey. Why you move me? Stop moving me all over the place.
Because you were trying to show. It looked like you were trying to show.
No. I didn't want to show it, but dang it, you just jumping the gun. We are making some headway in that portfolio. So I'm glad I did pull off the Contras. We're in 3 stocks long in the Jockey Club portfolio, and it looks like it's holding its own. Nice move on HIMS. We're in HIMS this morning. We're up 4%. We're in Intel. We're up over 1%. We're in Rolls Royce, and we're down about 4/10. So for those people, how many of you in here are part of the Jockey Club? Just type a 1 in the room. How many of you are in here that are part of the Jockey Club that we do? Just type a 1 in the room. SMCI is the only thing I've got that's up today. Again, SMCI is an interesting play in that they still got a whole bunch of accounting stuff all jacked up, and stock's still moving. It's still moving. So I got a few people that are in here that are part of the Jockey Club. So that portfolio, I told you I was going to keep my eye on it. I've been able to prepare for today and keep my eye on it as well. So I'm waiting for the alert to hit. We got about 85. Huh? What?
You got the alert?
Oh, you got the alert? Oh, okay. Get ready for March. Oh, man. I'm getting ready for next week, because next week, where's your Uncle Glenn going? Joey, where's Uncle Glenn going next week?
No one cares.
No, everybody cares. I'm going to Hawaii. I'm going on a Hawaiian cruise. Interesting that the viewers didn't jump up yet. That's kind of, you got the alert though. Maybe it didn't go up to everybody yet. Use this link for a free stock analysis report. We're going to talk a lot more about that going forward, especially for the people who are not subscribers to the VectorVest software. If you do want to get the analysis that we talk about on the channel, you go to that link, www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA, YouTube and free stock analysis. You can do that on any stock that you are interested in. All right, so interesting. The number still hasn't jumped up. That's very interesting. But people are getting the alerts. Maybe nobody cares. Maybe nobody cares today. That's fine. I got lucky with Hood and App today. Hood's a good play. Hood is a good play App loving is one of my stories today. We'll get in there. Jerry in Florida says, I didn't get the alert. That's interesting. Yeah, it's 103. HIMS is going up. That's another stock that's moving, Alfreda. So a few people are saying that they didn't get the alert. Joey said he got the alert. We'll see. All Doge purpose cuts are a drop in the bucket when it comes to our debt and deficits. Listen, I got my feeling in regards to what the Doge cuts are doing. I'm not going to talk about it, and I'll just leave that there. Roger says he hasn't gotten an alert in over a year. Crocs had good earnings. Yeah, I don't think Crocs did well today. I looked at it in the Jockey Club. I don't remember if I liked it or didn't like it. I think today, though, we're going to spend a lot of time on the tariffs. Joey, you see that?
I think I just got the YT alert. I don't think I got the actual one. I'm going to look into it right now.
All right. I think that all of the talk about the tariffs, I think I want to concentrate today on how the tariffs will affect the market and our ability to make money. So that's what I'm going to do. Did you see Kealua is erupting? Yes. We're going to all the islands, right on. We're going to, it's a cruise. It's a 7-day cruise. We're going to all of the islands, number one. And number two, we have overnight stays. The ship has overnight stays in 2 of the islands. Oh, so I am ready. I'm getting ready. Usually get alert 15 minutes into show. So Joey's looking into it. I know everyone saw that I sent it. It's interesting. I don't know. All right. With that being said, all of the major indices are moving up today, as you can see. The NASDAQ is the big mover, up over 1%. Even with the talks of the tariffs and the reciprocal tariffs, the market is still moving higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us into the program, and I'm going to go look at the market timing graph. And hold on, I can do that. Boom. I love that Joey set up my stream deck. Look at that move today.
Hey, do me a favor real quick. Just bring that mic down all the way to the button.
Oh, all the way. Am I too loud? Okay.
It's like touching your shirt or something.
All right. It's down to the button.
We'll try it there.
All right, we'll try it there. Bring back some lava rocks. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if that's legal or illegal. I don't know. I ain't sure. Why are you trying to get me arrested? Are you taking the SS Minnow? Nope. We're going to go on Norwegian. There's only one boat that does the Hawaii trip, and it does it all year long. So one Norwegian boat that does it, and we're going to be on it. I'm looking at, even with all of the talks of the tariffs, look at that. Nice open candle today, no wick at the top of the candle, so there's no selling pressure. But Joey, now I'm curious, did I set up the alert wrong? Did I do something wrong on the alert? It's kind of interesting. I don't know. It's bad luck to bring things back. Is it really? I didn't know that. See, now you're going to make it so that I'm not trying to do that. I ain't trying to bring it back. Nothing. My wife will be like, oh, honey, let's get this. I'll be like, smack it out of her hand and be like, Lee said it's bad luck to bring stuff back from Hawaii. All right, so interesting. Akshaya said no alert either.
No, you didn't his accept or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to set another one right now.
All right, thank you, Joey. I did a Norwegian cruise to the Caribbean in the 70s. Great time. The last cruise we did was in the Caribbean. It was great. It was fun. It was exciting. So Gordon said just received the alert. Joey's working on it. I must have did something wrong when I sent out the alert. I don't know what happened, but Joey's fixing it. All right. So tariffs, counter tariffs, all kinds of reciprocal tariffs, all kind of stuff. But the market is shrugging it off today. As we can see right now, the market seems like it really just wants to shrug it off today, bouncing off support, breaking through this resistance level of 71.84, open candle, no wick. All right, now let's get out to the news and talk about what's going on in the news, starting with earlier news. Producer prices rise hotter than anticipated rate in January. Again, producer prices rise. We do have an increase in inflation right now. That's not a good thing. All right, that's not a good thing. But it seems like right now the market don't care. The market just wants to go and go and go and go. And with that being said, I want you guys to be careful, because I don't want the over-exuberance to catch you with your pants down and you get all screwed up. So I'm still of the mindset of being cautiously observant, tightening the stops, taking advantage of a day when the market gives us an opportunity. Look at that. We're up over 5% on HIMS in the Jockey Club. All I'm saying is I want you guys to be observant of what's going on. Day like today, this is more of a trader's market than it is a trending market. Trade what the market gives to you at this particular point. Glenn, look at ATH today's one-day VectorVest. It's spiking. Bill, again, I'm going to give us, based upon how many likes we get, you know how that works now. Based upon how many likes we get, I'll talk about as many stocks as you want, all right? As many stocks as you want. The advantage of live stream should be no pop-up advertisements. I don't know how that works, Tabula. That is not my thing. So I don't know. I've got to talk to the powers to be there and when it comes down to that. All right. What else? The Fed's seen slashing rates twice in 2025. I think it is a foregone fact that the Fed's not going to cut rates, not until the summer. All right, but now this is Wells Fargo saying the Fed is seeing slashing rates twice in 2025. Now, I got an issue with that. If inflation is rising, how do you cut rates into rising inflation? I don't think that makes sense. All right, I don't think that makes sense. And I think that with the tariffs and the rising prices, and we see the reports coming out, inflation is starting to creep back up. I do not want to get us to a point where the Fed says, oh, this is transitory again. I don't think that will happen, but I don't think that it's smart to cut rates in rising inflationary markets. So we'll see. LA Gun says smash the like buttons, please. Nancy, hi Nancy. I bought HIMS this morning. Wish I would have bought more. Stop it. You bought it, you're making money. That's what matters, Nancy. Stop being greedy. Sigh. I can say that to Nancy. I met Nancy. Stop being greedy. You're making money. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. You hear me, Nancy? All right? Don't worry about if you bought more or bought lesser. You making money, that's all it's all about. Sonny says, inflation is just starting to ramp up. Hold on to your hats. I agree. Is it too late to buy HIMS now? Ooh, yeah, because Joey reset the alert. Is it too late to buy HIMS now? Let's take a look at this real quick. Because HIMS is on the rise, right? HIMS is on the rise. Let me walk you through. HIMS, is it too late to buy HIMS? Oof. Wow, Kiwi, that's a big up day. That wasn't, was that earnings? No, it wasn't. That's a big up day. Ooh, you know something? Let's say you did buy it. Let's say you did buy it 12 cents higher than the high. I'm going to give you the midpoint of this big candle as a level of getting out. Does that make sense, Kiwi? So even if you bought it 12 cents higher than the high and it pulled back, but interesting that the stock is going up. Thank you, Joey. If the stock is going up, no wick at the top, no profit taking, even though the stock price is going up. I'm not going to say that it's too late to buy now, but I will set a stop midway point of this big candle. Does that make sense, Kiwi, and to everybody in the room? Does that make sense, Kiwi, and everybody in the room? I like listen, it's moving up. There's no wick. People are buying it. The volume is there. The volume is there. I'm not calling this, wow, one day can't be parabolic. One day can't, in my mind, one day can't be parabolic, but if I look at the freehand line and draw the trend, that's not parabolic move. Today is a big move. I don't call it parabolic on one day. I need to see more than just one day. That's just a big up day in the stock. But if you were to get into it 12 cents higher than the high, I'm going to use this level of 52.31 as your stop level to make sure you mitigate losses. HIMS is the new Palantir. Why are y'all comparing everything to Palantir? What the flying flip is all that about? It ain't all about, well, Palantir is a great stock, I understand, but HIMS ain't the new Palantir. Maybe I got to do I'm probably going to do another video on the hot stocks to buy now. HIMS is going to be in it. I'm going to look at more momentum plays again. HIMS is one of them. HIMS is definitely one of them. HIMS benefiting from increased supply from Eli Lilly. I hadn't seen the story on it, so I don't know. Palantir, I think, is one of the best stocks in there. Robert says up 40% on HIMS since last Tuesday. Man, look at that. Look at that trend. One day doesn't make parabolicosity. One day doesn't make parabolicosity. I'd have to see, but look at that. Nobody's selling it. Everybody's getting into it. Everybody's getting into it. So Kiwi, I don't think it's too late to get into it. But I am going to tell you to keep your eyes on the system in regards to that stop. So now, let's get into the tariffs. Glenn is singing hymns today. I ain't singing. I'm with you, Robert. What did Robert say? Robert says, I'm up 40%. There you go. All right, now we're going to get into this whole tariffs talk. How will tariffs affect or impact the S&P 500? As a result, if sustained, the U.S. tariffs that were recently considered, 25% on imported goods from Mexico and Canada, will be subject to an incremental 10% tariff, and an incremental 10% tariff on imports for China would reduce Goldman Sachs Research S&P 500 EPS by roughly 2 to 3%. That ain't peanuts. That's a big hit to the S&P 500. All right. What else did I find? Prediction of market pricing of tariff risk has moved sharply higher. 65% prediction, market implied probability of U.S. effective tariff rate reaching 5% in the first half of 2025 is up there. Tariffs are going to play a role, all right? Tariffs are going to play a role on our stocks, all right? Understanding, what was the story? Understanding tariffs' historical impact and economic risks in the modern trade policy. Where was I looking at? Here we go. Recent trade policies mirror some aspects of historical approaches, though they aim for different outcomes. The 2018 trade tensions with China demonstrated the market reactions to tariff implementations can be swift and significant, as evidenced by the sharp decline in the S&P 500 during that period. So, as I bring these stories to the forefront in regards to what's going on with the S&P and people in the stocks and RWM or the Russell 2000, people are, I don't know if people really truly understand the power of what a tariff does and the applications of how it will affect the market. Two stories are talking about specifically S&P 500. This is why I'm telling you guys to be, not to be afraid, not to be scared, but to be vigilant. To be vigilant, because you guys are making money on stocks like HIMS and Palantir and all that kind of stuff. But we all know that stocks can't go up. They don't go straight up for a long time, forever. All I want you guys to do is to be vigilant about what's going on. Does everybody understand that? I am not causing or singing doom and gloom, and I know Akshay is going to say something, and he did. Market risk is Trump wants to be in the news every day and take the market down with nonsense talks. Yeah, I'm not going down that path. All right, I'm not going down that path. Or I'm trying to give you a sensible understanding of how the tariffs will affect you guys' ability to make money. That's it. Akshaya, I'm not playing that game today. I'm just not doing it. I don't care if it's in the news and I don't care. What I care about is your ability to make money and how to navigate the news, how to navigate the policies that will affect your ability to make money. That's all that I'm doing, Akshaya. All right, so whether it's, I don't want to get into the politics of it. Unfortunately, the politics finds its way into this, but I'm not going to lean heavily on the politics. I want to lean on how you guys will be affected. Can I get an amen for that? I don't want to do the politics. I want you guys to be understanding of what's going on and how to be prepared. Can I get an amen for that? That's all I want. All right? And y'all can bring all you want to the conversation. My role right here, right now, is to help you guys make money. I don't care who wants to be newsmongering and any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. That's for real. Now I'm going to move on from there. The economic impact. Direct costs increased on imported goods. That's going to be inflationary, okay? Higher consumer prices. That's inflationary. Potential wage pressures if production returns to higher the cost of labor. Now, that's another part of the rising prices is what is the organic way to bring prices down? People stop buying the stuff because it's too expensive. Prices will come down. I don't want us to artificially try to bring prices down or raise prices by manipulating the interest rate. All right, that's all I'm saying. And you know, it's a game. Unfortunately, it's a game. Well, I don't want a hard landing. I don't want a recession. So we're going to move these prices up and down and no matter what, prices are going to be where the prices are going to be until the consumer brings the prices down. That's what's going to happen. All right, so market considerations. Why some economic policies may support growth, tariffs present a distinct risk factor for markets. The stock market's historical response to trade tensions suggests investors should carefully consider the potential impact of tariff policies on their portfolios. Now, I ain't talking about whether I'm for the tariffs or not for the tariffs. I want you guys to understand what's going on and how to navigate it. All right. Now, with all of that being said, what if I could present to you some tariff-proof stocks? All right? Let's go see if I can find some. 7 stocks set to rally from Trump's tariffs. Interesting. Nucor, Trex, Carpenter Technology, was that CRS? Carvana, General Motors, Intel, Coinbase. Now, I'm not on board with the Coinbase, but I understand the story, how it could be somewhat tariff-proof. We're going to look at these real quick. All right, Nucor. Here we go, was a significant beneficiary from the Trump administration's 2008 tariffs and is likely to benefit again. However, the price increases enabled by the tariff policies contributed to the inflation. We all know that tariffs will undoubtedly create inflation that still permeates the economy, which may cause some members of Congress to push back. All right, that's Nucor. T-Rex. If lumber, and I'm for this, I think, you know, we put the tariff on Canada, but we held off on it. I think that we make enough wood in the United States that we could offset not getting wood from Canada. The problem is, and again, I read a story on this, the problem is there's so much regulation included in the production and all that stuff that goes with wood that it was hindering us to be able to really put out the wood the way we could. All right, that's all I got to say about that. T-Rex is the world leader in wood alternative decking. So instead of buying wood, we can get alternative wood, and that could be somewhat tariff-proof. Okay. In comparisons to HIMSS, can Teladoc has any chance to get momentum to the upside? You know, I like Teladoc. I like the idea of being able to do a visit over the telephone. I need to look into it. Wow, thank you, DDB. I told you I wasn't going to say the name. Thank you, DDB, for the super chat. Type a W in the room. Type a W in the room. Big Bear AI and OPTT, be on the lookout. I got to go look at those. Big Bear AI, what is that? BBAI, I think it is. BBAI and OPTT I like a lot. I've been talking about it. I think from a clean energy perspective, OPTT is a good play. I do like it. They've done some work with Israel. They're doing some work over here in the United States. I did a story on it. Be careful with BBAI right now. If it goes halfway through this candle, it shows as possible a dark cloud cover. But I got some buying pressure coming in the bottom of the candle. Down day to day. If you own it, don't panic. Would I buy it today? No, you know, I'm not going to buy on a down day. I would say it's got to go 12 cents higher than the high, but I do like the move on it. It is overvalued. Value is stalling out. You know what else catches my attention on BBAI is the conviction behind the move. I like the move up. DDB, but this is a bearish divergence when it comes down to volume compared to price. Price is still going up, but volume is falling. Be careful about that. it would take years for the U.S. to build enough sawmill capacity to replace the imported wood, which is why that company, T-Rex, has alternative. So I do like T-Rex from that perspective. You're right, we don't have the sawmill capacity, but if we have an alternative, that may offset some of that. All right, so Sherilyn says, from a personal perspective, Trex is great stuff. There you go. BBAI, again, from the Super Chat. If you're in it, leave it alone. If I'm not in it, I'm not buying it today, and watch the divergence. And when it comes down to OPTT, I like the play. I like what they do. Right now, I'm not feeling getting into it yet. I do have a level of support right about here at the price of about 57 cents. I like this as a clean energy play for energy, clean energy for energy. But I'm not feeling it right now. That's just a problem. Now, you know me, I'm all about letting the stock come to me. Right now, it's not coming to me, and I'm okay with that, but it is on my radar. This is something that I keep my eyes on. Should I buy U.S. Steel Corporation, Golden Child? Why are y'all sneakily getting me to look at stocks? Sneakily. That's what y'all doing. That's that sneakification. Yeah, should I buy that? I like the move up. I do like the move up. There's a trend line. I do like, and it's above the trend line. RT is above one. It is undervalued. Yeah. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to go above 42.11. But if you're in it right now, I'm not mad at you. If you're in it right now, I'm not mad at you. But I would use this trend line as a way to get out of it. I would use, stop putting stocks in the room, Sai. All right, stop putting stocks in the room. y'all are like my grandkids. Y'all are just being slick. That's what y'all doing. If you know you being slick, type of LOL in the room. Don't be scared. If you know you're being slick, type of LOL in the room, because y'all are trying to get me to look at more stocks than I'm trying to look at right now. All right. Nobody wants to own up and type of LOL in the room because y'all know y'all being slick. I know you know you're being slick. All right. Nope, Jake, that's not happening. All right. So we did look at a couple of stocks. I'm not supposed to yet, but I'm going back to the stories. All right. What else is in here? Carpenter. Another way to think about stocks that would benefit from the tariffs is to look at industries which are shortening supply chains. Shortening supply chains. I wish I was your grandkid at 70. It's not possible, says Skyper. I hear you. It's too easy to sneakify Glenn. I know it is. All right. I like this idea. Carpenter is a specialty materials company that supplies steel products and offers 3D printing. So I got somebody in church, my bassist in the band. He prints out a lot of stuff by 3D printing. You know something? That's not a bad way to go in supply chains that are getting jacked up. Maybe we can 3D a lot of this stuff. I like this. I do like this. CRS. What else could be tariff-proof? Carvana. Interesting. The company is benefiting from two trends. First, new car prices remain out of range for many consumers. Okay. As a result, used cars have been a more attractive option. Offering rare area of financial relief for buyers. Carvana needs to be on your list as a tariff-proof stock. All right, let's go down the list. General Motors. Now, General Motors is the only stock in this list that's a sell recommendation. General Motors is a more direct play on the expected growth in the domestic auto industry. The problem is that the car manufacturers may be affected definitely adversely, especially with materials coming from China. Or that kind of deal. The objective is not only to continue making Chinese cars more expensive in the United States, but also to make it easier for GM to sell into China and other countries. Very interesting take on GM as a tariff-proof stock. You still need the raw materials to do the 3D printing. I think that we had more than enough, I'm going to assume, of the materials needed for the 3D printing. That's an assumption on my part, Bill. That is definitely an assumption on my part. Should I sell Nvidia before earnings? Yeah. I got to look at that stock. I got to. I can't get out of looking at Nvidia because I've always touted it as the powerhouse stock. Nvidia, let's go peep it out. That's a couple of weeks from now, right? Let's go look at Nvidia. I do like the rise on it. All right, a couple of things I like. Freehand line coming off this level of support. I like the rise. It's right at a level. It broke through a level of resistance, sitting at 133.53. I like that. What I'm looking for, if I'm going to think about getting into it, selling it or not, I think right now it's on the right trend. It's moving up. It broke through resistance. Let's go see what tomorrow does. Does it have another bar that closes above it? Number one. Number two, it is undervalued. Number three, value is falling. That concerns me when it comes down to Nvidia. All right. Value is falling. Even it's been beaten up, so it's undervalued. What else? What's volume doing? What's volume doing? So I'm going to put it on one last graph, the earnings graph. Put this on a 6-month graph. Ooh, the earnings growth is falling, which means this could be. Has anybody found any correlation? I know I asked you guys to take a look at this. Anybody found any correlation with earnings growth and revenue? Just type a yes or a no in the room, because that's the only indicator that I can foresee can be used to sort of kind of gauge revenue before earnings. I love the earnings is going up, but I don't like that the earnings growth, Kiwi said not really. Okay, that's fine. That the earnings growth is falling. What is the earnings growth? The earnings growth is at 44. 44% is still high. But the rate of earnings, the rate of growth of earnings is falling. I don't know if that should concern me or not. Sell half of it in Nvidia if you're nervous. And Jersey guy, I'm with you as with that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. If you're nervous, sell half. But I'm looking at the earnings per share. I'm looking at the earnings growth. I'm looking at the relative safety drop over this time period too. I still think that Nvidia is going to play a big role in AI, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you took some off the table. I wouldn't be mad. Nvidia this quarter is a full full Blackwell quarter, and you know the Blackwell GPUs I think are going to be the news when it comes down to Nvidia. We'll have to see. Most big tech guidance includes its CapEx spend increases. With Nvidia not being, they would be included in that. Everybody's putting all this money into the AI infrastructure. Glenn made a great call before the Amazon earnings. I did? Was it good? Okay. Listen, I look at so many stocks for you guys. I can't always remember which stocks worked out. Have I ever given you a stock that didn't work out? I'm putting myself out there. You can type a yes. Have I ever given some guidance on a stock that just didn't work out? Just type a yes or a no. All right. I try very hard not to, but you got to understand, you know, some things are bound to happen sometimes. They are. All right. Let me get back into the stories. Could Nvidia bring the market down? Absolutely. It holds enough power that it could. Alfreda says yes many times. I've given you stocks that many times that did not work out. Sigh. All right, well, I got to work on that. Alfreda says yes as well, that I've given. All right, well, I got to work on that then. Again, I put myself out there. I did. So I can't be mad. I cannot be mad at the results. XROF, man, I did like XROF. I don't like it anymore. I learned my lesson well, Michael and Martin. I learned my lesson well on XROF. Man, oh man. There's going to be a time, though. There's going to be a time on XROF. I just don't know when that time's going to be. All right, let's move down the list. Intel. You know what the beautiful thing about Intel is that it's American-made. The stock is down more than 50% in 2024, and the largest drop has come since the company's third quarter earnings report that showed a significant miss on the bottom line. Intel was one of the winners of the CHIPS Act and was awarded $3 billion to build 4 foundries in the United States that will make the company's total award $11.4 billion. That's a lot of money being put into Intel. That will make the new money is expected to start by the end of 2024. So we'll see how. I think Intel could be a good play. We'll take a look at it. And the last stock is Coinbase. The only thing that I think right now, outside of the eyeballs coming into Bitcoin, I think the big thing that's going to move Bitcoin is, where is it? There it is. If Donald Trump makes good on his promise to establish a national Bitcoin reserve, Bitcoin's going to go through the roof. Bitcoin is going to go through the roof. Intel still needs a new CEO. That'll probably happen. ASML, I do like. Without ASML, chips can't be fab. Well, there's a lot of other fab companies out there, but ASML is the leader in that. I know I saw this story about Pelosi and TEM. I saw it that she's up 114% on TEM after she got into it. Ryan did a video on trying to find stocks that Pelosi's getting into. I didn't know how that worked out. We'll see. Glenn, are those misses a lack of stops by the owner? I've tracked your recommendations and they were all 100% correct. I'm not going to say that they all been 100% correct. Like the X-Roth play. But I will say this. I will ask this. I'll put myself back out there again. How many people have made good money off of some of the plays that we've given on the channel between Ryan and I? How many of you have made, when I say good money, really good money on the plays that Ryan and I have given on the channel? All right, and I expected to see the yeses on some of the trades that didn't work out. That makes sense. You know something? If every trade I gave you worked out perfectly, I would question it. I would question it. But I think that as a combination between the both of us, I think we work hard on bringing some really good prospects to the table. And I'm listening, I'm watching the chat. I'm watching the chat. That's what I'm talking about right there. Tem stock making more money than the company. Yeah, yeah. All right, so I told you that I would talk about possibly some tariff-proof stocks. There's 7 of them right there. Take them for what they're worth. I like the stories behind them, why they're looked at that way. So I don't track all of them, says Cheryl, and that's fine. All right, a couple other stories. Musk to drop the bid for OpenAI if ChatGPT maker agrees to remain nonprofit. I don't know why they just keep going back and forth. I'm telling you, see that face? That's a salty face. Look at that, it just looks salty. He looks salty. Let ChatGPT, OpenAI do its thing. You do your thing, let them do their thing. But he's willing to drop off if they remain nonprofit. How about there's no stopping AppLovin? Up 32% today. Oof. Ooh, and one last one, CrowdStrike hits new highs today. What's going on? What happened? CrowdStrike announced a breakthrough in agentic AI-driven security. I don't know what that is yet. Agentic AI-driven security with the release of the Charlotte AI Detection Triage. Charlotte, wow, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that, Amir. We got us another super chat today. A type of W in the room. Type of W in the room, baby. Yeah. You see me doing the dance? You saw me doing the dance up there? Thank you very much for that, Amir. Love you guys, love you guys. Now, for those people who may be new to the channel, that is not a necessity that you've got to type or give us a super chat. You know, we don't use it. It's not, Joey and I don't get it. All right, Joey and I don't get it, but it's a way of you just saying thank you. As a matter of fact, with that, Amir, you got to give me 2 stocks you want me to look at right now. Let's go look at 2 stocks. Pop them up to me. All right, pop them up to me. I know one of them is probably going to be now. All right, one of them is probably going to be ServiceNow. What other stock do you want to look at, Amir? You got to put it in the room. I can't read your mind. Actually, I did read your mind a little bit to put ServiceNow up there. But what other stock are you looking at, Amir? All right, what other stock are you looking at? Now and SMCI. How come I knew it was going to be now? I did read your mind. I did read your minds. How about that? All right, let's go look at ServiceNow. ServiceNow is a tough play, Amir. I'm going to put in a level of, I'm going to look at that level of support right there. That's a good level of support. It broke through. I got a rebound today. You know something, Amir? If you're in it, you got some relief today. All right, I need a different graph. Graph layout. Where's my layout? Star search. No, not that one. MPI. Nope, not that one. Where is it? There it is. All right, way overvalued. RT below 1, Amir. I'm looking for a couple of things if you're looking to get into it. I needed to break above that level of resistance, which is sitting at about 998. Dang, I dropped my mic. Dang it, Joey. I got a case of the Ryans. I dropped my mic. I'm put it on the table. I'm looking for RT to go back above 1, Amir. I definitely need RT to go back above 1. Tabula says agentic AI is where AI takes decisions for us based on the information it has, rather than us always making the decisions and just telling AI to do things. Ooh. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. I don't know. It means the AI acts as our agent and takes decisions on our behalf. I don't know if I like that. How you gonna come and tell me what you think I know I won't? I don't know if I like that. I feel some kind of way about that. A case of the Ryans, how many? Well, Ryan dropped his mic several times yesterday in afternoon market action. I just dropped my mic today once. And Joey's gonna probably yell at me and go, you gotta pay me some money for that mic. I'm not gonna pay him any attention because I'm the talent. So
you don't take care of nothing.
Well, I'm the talent.
That's why you got a new mic now, because you don't take care of your own.
Wow, really? I got a new mic now because I don't take care of my mic? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't like your 5th mic.
Well, I'm on my 5th mic. I'm not on my 5th mic. You don't know how to count. You don't know how to count. Whatever. All right. Anyway, ServiceNow, I'd really like to see RT go above 1. All right. That's the biggest thing for me on ServiceNow. And as far as SMCI, I like the move. Right now, it's going to have headwinds at 48.10. All right, a little bit of sideways move for the past 4 days. The volume was there. We got a little bit of more volume day left, but I do like the move in the rising volume. There's conviction behind the move. There is conviction behind the move. Unfi, anyone in this one? I don't know. Oh, they just hit? Oh, sookie. With that being said, I want to see what happens to the market. All right, so we're looking, I want to look at 1 minute bars current day. So they just hit. I just want to take a moment to see how that affects the market as the market is live. The market is up today, nicely up today since 9:30 this morning, which was somewhere up in here where we fell. Look at that. A couple of people are thanking you for SMCI. Amir, look at you. Look at you. All right. Look at that. I'm just trying to see quickly, and we are on 1 minute bars. We're looking at intraday data. I wanted to see if the market was affected. Keith, hold on. We're going to look at how many stocks we're going to look at so far. 9. All right. Remember, for every 10 likes, we get a stock. And I always bump it up anyway. So for every 10 likes, we get a stock. So right now, you're sitting at about 9 stocks. And Keith, I hear you. I appreciate it. Listen. I'm just trying to get people to just put a little skin in the game. That's all. When do I get to be a co-host? Probably never, Amir. Just putting that out there. Probably never. I should get a commission on SMCI, and the answer to that is probably not, Amir. Hold on. All right, I just gave you some. I just gave you some hype for it. All right, so Skyper asked what happened. So the tariffs just went into effect. The reciprocal tariffs just went into effect. So we'll see. Just Vibes says it was my fault. I had losses, by the way. On what? Just Vibes. Amir is a mere subscriber. No. Oh, wow, a play on words. No, everybody is more than just everybody is more than just a mere subscriber. This is a community. This is a family. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There it is. Just 1 minute bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes after it's starting to fall a little bit. I'm wondering if it's going to take a big hit. But I asked this morning, were the tariffs built into today's move? It's not like nobody knew that this wasn't going to happen. So I guess I'm going to get my answer as we move throughout the market throughout the day. All right. With that being said, any more news? CrowdStrike was the last one. All right. Let's get back into the software. Let's go to the viewers. Let's go to the indices first. So we got the news where we at right now. All of the major indices are still up, all right, with the leader being the Qs, followed by the SPI, the IWM. Put this on the right thing. There we go. IWM and the VVC. People are not fearful in the market today. Even with the tariffs looming, people are not fearful. People are greedy because the VIX is falling. All right. Now let's go look at the big news stocks, the stocks that made the news. Amir says, just love Glenn. Thank you, Amir. Markets see tariffs as inflationary. I think that that is going to be the case, Jersey. All right, that is the case. Glenn, is now the best time to YOLO into, you only live once into Uber? Let me go put up Uber. It's not one of my stories, but I want to take a look at Uber. I know Lyft happened earlier this week. Where's Uber? VST of 1.29. View the stock graph. Ooh, it's right at 3-month highs. It's right there at 3-month highs. Ooh. Overvalue, value starting to rise a little bit. I don't like the falling volume. RT is above 1, the stock's in an uptrend. That's a positive sign right there. Rising value is a sign. Stock's a buy. I don't like the volume though. Could I take a piece of that? Absolutely. Make sure I'm going 12 cents higher than the high. 12 cents higher than the high. All right. AppLovin, look at that, up 21% today. Is it too late to get into AppLovin? You lost that app. Oh, no, not taking it. Why? Profit taking. That's profit taking. Love the upward trend prior to earnings. Love that. Right at resistance, broke above, but look at that. Big wick at the top, some selling pressure, closed candle, which means the price is lower than the open. If you're in it, I wouldn't mind telling you to take some off the table. All right, would I buy today? No. Would I buy today? No. I love that the stock is a buy, has been a buy, even though it sat in the channel for a while and has been on big volume. I do like all of that. This is profit taking right here. Uber just finished their earnings. So we looked at Uber just right? App, Uber. What did I say about Uber? It's got to go above that level. So earnings was a few days ago, Kiwi. But you know something? Since earnings, the stock's price has gone up. It's right up to a level of resistance. Let's go see. It needs to break. It needs to break on that. And there is a big wick on AppLovin. You lost that AppLovin. That's a lot of selling pressure and the closed candle. All right. Lost huge on fixing EME, making it back on App and SMCI. There you go. All right, let's close that. But man, some stocks are moving today. Uber is one of them. Which stocks out of the news are going down? Even GM, which was the only sell recommended stock, is moving up today. Nucor and CRS are down today. But all the other stocks that made the news, to include the tariff-proof stocks, 2 of the tariff-proof stocks are down today. All right, but GM was in there, T-Rex, Carvana, Coin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing one. Oh, was it CrowdStrike? No, it wasn't CrowdStrike. I'm missing one. Oh, Intel. There's the 7 stocks right there. Write them down. Take a picture, whatever you need to. From that article, these are the 7 stocks that are possibly tariff-proof. I think Uber is a good buy. It's up. It does have good upside. It is overvalued. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Natarito, the Dorito. I like that. Thank you for that. W's in the room. W's in the room. You want to look at Alibaba. You know what I like about Alibaba? The Quen thing, the Quen AI. I do like the Quen AI, and I like the move of the stock. Look at that. I do like the move of the stock. I like that stock, and I cannot lie. That stock's about to fly when you put your money in. Okay. Anyway, nice open candle, 1 day off the high, not parabolic. Love the volume. Love the volume. I like the stock. I'd like to see it take out the high, but you know something? Would I be mad at you today? No. The stock is up. No wick at the top. Nice open candle. Good volume. I like the play. And again, that Quen AI stuff, I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested in that. All right. I sold them yesterday with a huge loss over 200. That's a lot of money. I ain't trying to hear that. All right. I have app hymns and hood in my Roth. Today is a good day. You know something, A Fox, as long as you don't have to use your AK, today is a good day. John Boston, best for me at the moment. LRN, Maine, Palantir, Hims, Hood. A lot of good stocks being floated around out there. All right, what time is it? 2:49. I didn't give any fish today because I didn't know how the tariffs was going to affect the market. Look at that. Since it came out, since the reciprocal tariffs came out, market's like, interesting, huh? I'm on the fence about selling OppFi. I put it up today. It hasn't made any money in weeks. I still made money on it. Kathy, you know, OppFi. We're going to definitely look at a lot more stocks than you deserve. That's all right. Why? Because I'm looking at all these. Ooh, that's a tough hit. Kathy, you know what that is? That's a bearish engulfing with follow through. Shooting star with follow through. You still holding it? Oof. All right. Let me do this. If you're still holding this, tough play. Right there, there's a gap that's going to have to fill. 1270. That's my drop dead price. That's my drop dead price right now. Trump is holding a press conference. Let's go see what the market feels about it. Wow. The market is shrugging this reciprocal tariff thing off. Look at that. This is real time, minute by minute, folks. This is real time, minute by minute. Very interesting. And this is why I didn't do anything in preparing you for stocks today. I didn't know how the tariff news was going to affect. I felt that it was built in. Trump ordered agencies to study reciprocal tariffs, but stopped short of. Aha! Thank you, Ripman. He didn't impose them. Is that why the market didn't fall off the face of the earth? Ripman, Trump ordered agencies to study reciprocal tariffs, but stopped short of that. I need to see that story. But if that's the case, that definitely looks like why the market is still moving higher. Oh, my account just reversed for today, started down, now up. Wow, delay until April. Look at that. And the market said, yay! Look at that. Now I'm going to bring over the portfolio for the Jockey Club people. Look at that, Jockey Club people. We were down over 1%. Look at that. Nice move on Hims today. Nice move on Intel. And Rolls Royce is pretty flat. This is for my Jockey Club people. This is for my Jockey Club people. Look at that. All right. I just put that out there. I just put that out there. Look at the market taking off now. After that, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? And look at that. Market's just moving. Intel is up, but TSMX is down. Glenn, can you please tell what happened to GGAL? I don't know what the news is. That will be April Fool's, huh? Why is Intel moving? Because they are a benefit of the CHIPS Act. We looked at that just today a little bit too. All tariffs are paid for by the end user, the consumer, which is why it's going to be looked at as inflationary. All right, let's do this. Where am I looking? No. Where the flying flip is it? Customer picks. How many? We got 10. Oh. 10. All right. Put your stocks in. I'll give you 11 stocks. Put your stocks in. STM, comma, Palo Alto, PAMW, comma, BB, comma, GGAL, comma, RDW. Who was the person that said, I don't talk to you much, but I need you to look at a stock? Which stock was that? MAPS, comma, AIFF, comma, Hood, comma, AGI, comma, PLMR, comma GTLS, comma lunar. How many stocks is that? Who is the person that says, you know, I don't usually chat? That's 13 stocks. That's enough. I don't usually chat much, but can you look at a stock? I forgot what stock it was. Now, Amir, we looked at now. We already looked at it. Well, I gave you more than 10. I gave you more than 11. I gave you 13. I gave you 13. All right. And that's out of 105 locks. 13 is okay, fine. What was the last one? Lunar. BDYYF. Going down the list. BDYYF. I don't have it. What the fuck? I got Boyd. I do. Boyd. It's not Boyd Gaming. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's interesting. BD. How come I can't find it? Oh, I think it's BYD. There it is. There it is. All right, so I don't have 13 anymore. I don't have 13 anymore. You better look at Sensi. Gosh, that was very aggressive. You better look at Sensi. Wow, that was like, wow. Holy smokes. That was very aggressive. Anyway, let's go graph these all. A lot of them are up today. Let's go take a look. Graph. Hood, still moving. Big on volume. Watch the wick at the top. But the stock is moving. The stock is moving like it's moving. I would look at 12 cents higher than the high. Watch that. It might want to fade the gap. Be careful with that if you're in it. I do like the open candle, but I got a big wick at the top. All right. I got a wick at the top, but I love the volume. The stock is overvalued, and look at that, value is rising on Hood. Hood might end up being a good play for the year. AGI undervalued. Value is higher than it was 3 months ago. The stock's price is moving. Freehand line, yeah. Leveling out right now. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. RT is moving. The stock's a buy. I don't mind you buying it. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high, though. If you're in it, leave it alone. BYDDF. The interesting story about Boyd is they're making the cars, they're selling the cars, but they're putting out the full self-driving. All right? That's going to be big for them. If they beat, I think a few people, I think Wayfair, I think Boyd are on path to beat Tesla to the FSD, full self-driving. But Boyd, look at this, undervalued and value rising. You got to trade the chart, not your heart. RT is above 1. I like the play. Now, big pull off today. Well, it gapped up and started fading the gap, even though it's a little bit of a doji. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high if I'm not in it yet. PLMR, that was not an earnings. Yep, it wasn't earnings. Excuse me, I don't like the wick at the top. It actually went from being undervalued to overvalued on big volume. RT is above 1. Watch the wick at the top. Watch the wick at the top. The body's still bigger than the wick. If you're in it, leave it alone. I am going to keep my eyes on the stocks wanting to fade the gap. All right, it's a beautiful level of resistance, current level of support. I'd keep my eye on that. If you're in it, that's going to be my sell point. Let's go to the next stock. Love RDW. Let's go put on freehand line. Now, for those of you, as I'm looking at these stocks, if you wanted a stock that I did not put up there, all right, I want you to go to, and Joey's going to put the link back in there, go to www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA. You can get a full stock analysis on any of the stocks that you want. Oh, he already put that and linked it to the top. All right, www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA. You can get an analysis, especially if you're not a subscriber to the VectorVest software. Not only that, when you pull up the analysis, you will see a 3-month graph of the stock and a 3-month graph of the industry. That'll help you to find out right on that report if it is a leader in the industry or if it's just really making up the whole industry, if the industry is running. So www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA. Hey, free stock analysis, all right? RDW I like right there at resistance of the high of the 3 months. I'd like to go above that. You're getting headwinds right there, as you would. That's a good level of resistance. If you're not a subscriber, then you get a lifetime limit on the number of stocks you can look up. Oh, hell to the no. There's a limit. After you reach a certain limit to Bula, then you can't look at them anymore. Then you got to become a subscriber. All right, but this is a good way. You get a good amount of stocks that you can take a look at before that happens. All right, I do like RDW. I'd like to see it go 12 cents above the high. Let's go look at GATLS. Ooh, nah. Let me hear you say, nah. Let's go to the high. Nonetheless, it was in a little bit of a channel. It broke below this level of support at 202.34, and it's still below it. I got another level if you're still in it. I don't want you to hold through all of this, though. It's moving down from the high. It's moving down, and RT is falling. That makes sense. At some point in time, you gotta, there you go, got stopped out of GTLS last week, and I think that was a good thing. Now, long term, do I like it? RV is above 1, RS is above 1. It's undervalued and value is rising. I like the stock long term, just not right now. Just not right now. All right, let's go to the next stock. Oof, that's parabolic. Now that's parabolic. Did I not do a story? I saw that as a story. I did it as a story yesterday, or something I was looking at today. There's going to be some profit taken on that. That's 3 days the stock has gone up. It's still higher than it was yesterday. It gapped up, but I don't like the closed candle. It does have more buying pressure than it has selling pressure. This is news driven. Just be careful with this. This is news driven. Be careful with this. Would I buy it today? No. Not as the candle is becoming more and more closed. So no. Palo Alto. Teddy Dad, you got new legs. I like to move up. There's the trend higher after earnings. Even after earnings, it was already in an uptrend. RT is above 1. I don't like the falling value. Oh, it's after the market closes today? All right, let's go take a look at the graph then. What graph I'm looking at? That's what I want. Earnings graph. What do I think about it from an earnings perspective? Rising earnings, falling earnings growth. Little volatile with this move, even with this trend line, a little volatile in the move. Look at the average volume. People are jumping on board with it too. Relative safety is higher. I don't know. I think they beat. But the stock is volatile just over the last 3-6 months. That's a lot of volatility. And Trump said interest rates are going to be going down. Why? If inflation, help me make sense of this. If inflation is starting to rise, and type in the room, does it make sense to cut interest rates if inflation is ticking higher? Yes or no? Because I'm sitting here rubbing my head, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I know you may want to make the economy go, but it doesn't make sense. And you know something? I wonder if Jerome Powell steps up and says, no, it doesn't warrant it. All right? It doesn't warrant it. So I understand the reason behind cutting the interest rates. You're putting a fire under the economy to make the economy go. People can buy more stuff. That's great. But do you want to take the chance on pushing inflation back up again? Interest rates are being cut for the U.S. government to refinance the debt. That's another, a real tech geek, I don't say that often enough. I do understand that as well, because do you know it's a lot of money? A lot of money, like I thought it was like $1 trillion to refinance the debt every time we got to pay interest. $1 trillion is a lot of money. But will you cut off your nose to spite your face? I don't know. It really does make my head hurt. It does make my head, and I'm not an economist. I'm not an economist, but it just, doesn't make sense to me. Powell said yesterday a cut would lead to higher inflation. Absolutely it's going to. Government printed way too much money in the past few years. Why do you think your home is valued more than the dollar has been trashed? Insurance premiums are up because of how much they printed. Listen, we're not going to turn this into a pissing match about the interest rates. I just am saying that it doesn't make sense economically to cut interest rates if inflation is ticking higher. So we'll see. Yield curve is coming. You ain't about lying. All right. How many other stocks I got to look at? GGAL, hammer. Technical indicator right here. I got a hammer for me. That might not be a good short. That may be a good short-term play. GGAL may be a good short-term play. I got to see what happens tomorrow, but that's a hammer. You can't touch this. Actually, you might be able to touch that. Let's go to the next one. MAPS. I love the rising earnings, the rising earnings growth. I like a lot about it. Right now, though, it's just moving sideways. Beautiful level of support sitting at $128. It needs to move. You know, when I move, you move just like that. When you move, I move just like that. And then you put your hands upon your hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. Interesting that it's right at support and it's not doing much of anything. Fundamentally, though, I like what I see. Fundamentally, though, looking at earnings and earnings growth, I like what I see. I really need it to get out of its own way. Next one, Lunar. Lunar's been a little bit topsy-turvy, but more up than down. I do like that it found a level of support right here. Found a good level of support, good level of resistance back here, good level of support. I wonder if it's got the wherewithal to move up. Earnings is falling, earnings growth is rising. We got a little bit of shooting star follow through. Right now, I don't even have a candlestick formation right here. I just have movement up from that level of support. Would I buy it? How about this? Here's a little swing high before it went up. I'm looking at getting in at 2202. But if I really feel warm and fuzzy about it, I can get in now, just use this level right here of 1738 as a level of getting out. Okay, how about that? Let's go to the next stock. Vanguard large cap. Yeah, right there at the 3-month high. I'd wait for it to get above there. A lot of volatility. Look at that. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Right at that level of resistance that I've got drawn. I like that. But I'd like to see it break above. I'd like to see it break above. Where's RT? I don't have RT on here. I want to see RT. RT's at one. So it's in an uptrend. As an ETF, it is in an uptrend. I do like that. I'd like the follow-up of breaking through that level of 3-month high. All right. What else is in here? Oof. STM. Let's go look at trend line. It's still below the trend. I do like that it faded the gap. I needed to break through that trend line. I needed to break through that trend line. It's got a lot of upside from that point to the level of the high back here. All right. What else is in here? And oh, the yield max. Man, the yield max is on the rise. Where's RT on it? RT is not above 1. If I'm thinking about getting into the yield max, I'd like for RT to get above 1. It's getting close, but not there yet. That's what I'd look for. And the last stock on the list today, like it, Senseonics. Talked about it. I'm a Senseonics guy because they do the implantable CGM, continuous glucose monitor. I like it from a personal perspective. A lot of people have made some money on it, and it is moving up. Big wick today. Watch it. Watch it. I'm going to give you a line in the sand right about here. Last swing high. Give you a line in the sand at about $113. You got some room. I get about $113. A decent size one. Roger Wright, a decent size one. What did y'all talk about? Luna got a contract. Oh, Luna did get a contract? Oh, sookie now. All right. I'm done. I'm 8 minutes over. Joey can't be but so mad. And if he is, he'll get over himself. How about that, Joey? That's right. I said it. I said it. And then I'm going to go. Hold on. Yeah. All right. So, I got a live stream tomorrow at 12. If you like what we went through today, make sure you hit the like button. All the new people who are here, you like the content today, consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting the bell icon. If I didn't look at your stock today, again, at the top of the chat is pinned. You can get a free stock analysis report on any stock that I did not type in today. www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA. All right. I got to go. I got all this red on. I got to get ready. And that's it. I see you moving over there, Joey. You mind your manners. Mind your manners.
Just say you're going 4 more times and then we'll think about that.
No, I'm getting ready to go. I'm not going to be silent. I'm just going to go. Folks, thank you for the super chats we got today. Have a great day. Watch tonight's video. Ryan's got a great video out there for you tonight. Make sure you check it out. All right. With that being said, see ya.